can't see. Okay,
Yes.
here we are at State Park. Me and Kathy, a.k.a. Random Outdoor Fun. And you know me, Dee Dee Explores. We're going to find the little lost cemetery. Hopefully we'll find it. There's been a storm lately and there's some trees down, but you know us. We'll get there. Okay, like the park ranger said, there's a lot of trees down. He did say there was a tornado. At first I was leery when he said it, but guess what? It sure does look like it, doesn't it? Got some knockdown here. Holy moly. At least the trail's nice. And the sun is out. That's another plus. And I've got a buddy with me today. Yay! See, look at that damage. Yow. See, we've got some trees down here. How about that? We can do this.
Yeah, we can.
We're crazy.
Just a little.
Okay, according to the GPS, we're like right here. But I mean, look at the damage. I mean, you can see Kathy kind of trudging through there, but we will persevere. There it is. All that trudging and marching and sticker bushes and holy moly. There's the stone fence. Yow, baby! Kathy has the eagle eye. She saw the plaque shining through all this muck and mire. Good golly. Whew. Okay, here's a bench.
Oh, wow.
Now, William Russell came here in 1725. That's when he first shows up on the tax records. He built this farm. The first person buried in this cemetery was his grandson, Jesse. He was buried in 1820. Can't really see that. But let's get through this bush. Good gosh. It's not a bush, it's a limb. Okay. You know, I only wish I had known about this earlier. Would have been a much easier hike or a find. But anyhow, here it is. From what I understand, there are 14 people buried here, but there's only about 7 headstones. But I'll tell you what, for how many trees came down and how big these trees are that came down, the cemetery is still pretty safe. I would account that to the stone fence around it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, William Russell showed up on the tax records at 1725. He died, if memory serves me correctly, around 1775. And the next year, his son, William, had all his property and goods assessed. Not sure why, but he had his reasons, I'm sure. The stones are pretty much worn smooth. And there's really not much you can see on them. I'm sure there's a record somewhere of who was buried exactly where. That will be another challenge for me. And y'all know how I like a challenge. I think it's incredible that this fence it looks like it's had like minimal upkeep, maybe a little cement here and there, but it's still standing strong.
It's all the stonework they did in the 1800s, really sturdy. That's why we're still finding remnants today.
Yeah. I love history. It's like, who was here? What did these people do? What were they like? What were their lives like? Okay, just one last tidbit. I almost forgot to tell y'all. Jesse Russell, the first one that was buried here in 1820, was buried standing up. Why? He was an avid hunter, and he thought that he could better hear the foxes. So how about that? I wonder which one it is. I don't know who is who, but I can only wonder which one is he. Okay, we saw a nice gentleman on the way out. He said there was an F2 tornado, and this was the path it took. Total devastation. As you can see up by the cemetery, it came right through here, went right atop the cemetery. Mother Nature can be really strong when it wants to be. How can you hear that wind? Anyhow, this is our path. Brazen little me, I'm going to follow the path instead of walking all around those wonderful trees. I'll probably get stuck, but that's okay. That's all I have right now for the cemetery, so hope to see y'all soon. Hope you enjoyed this. Me and Kathy sure did enjoy the walk. It was a bit of a challenge at times, but you know what? We got to know each other. We had a little fun. And until next time, there she is.